Let's go ahead. Yeah, it's been a minute. I know. I could have been on earlier. You know, if I could find the time, I'm always gonna pop through. But here I am now. Um, let's talk about the season opener and all of its glory and whatnot. So the season began. The season began. Iowa versus Northern Illinois. Northern Illinois lost the game 73-91. Iowa Hawkeyes took care of business. Was it always the prettiest? No, but we found a way to get it done. We didn't wet the bed. We didn't crap ourselves. We didn't do any of that. Um, could it have been more dominant? Yeah, of course. But it's always good to get the first victory up under your feet. It's always good to get the first win up under you. Always. And the first official win for Coach Jan Jensen. So, celebrate that and salute to that. Um, but from what I've seen, Iowa got off to a slow start. Um, didn't get out to the quickest of starts. Surely not like we did against Missouri Western, but different team, and it's the real season, and you're trying to feel everything out. Now Kylie Fairback, she had herself a game, and she also had the first bucket again, like she had against Missouri Western. That time it was on an N1. This time it was on a 3-pointer um, from the right corner. So, and then Kylie, like I said, she had herself a ball game. Um, Iowa won the first quarter 15 to 14. Um, Second quarter, we was able to really get it going. The team really got it going. Um, we won the second quarter 30-20. We won the third quarter 27-18. NIU did win the fourth quarter. Somewhat of a sloppy fourth quarter, but we still came within 2 points of winning the fourth quarter. They won the fourth quarter 21-19. Um, so first things first, in terms of like player breakdown, like Kylie Fairback, her game, she's so confident this year. You could just tell, she's comfortable with the ball, absolutely comfortable shooting the rock. And her game was just incredible. I mean, 6 steals last night. So if we could look at her whole stat line, because off the top of my head, I know she has 6 steals, 9 rebounds, and I think she finished with 14 points. What's good, Daniel Berry and Cheese? What's going on, guys? Um, so that's off the top of my head. But let's look at her actual stat line and see if I was correct. And let me tell you guys how she really checked the box across the board. Like, Kylie box checked like crazy last night. So she finished with officially 14 points, 9 rebounds, which I told you guys yesterday during the pregame stream. If we can get at least 12 to 14 points from Kylie Fairback for Iowa, that would be absolutely great. So she hit for 14, 9 rebounds, 6 assists, 6 steals. Wow, 6 steals. She was in that passing lane like crazy. She was in that passing lane like she was on the highway. She did have 4 personal fouls. I'm not going to hold that against her. She hit 4 out of 9 3-pointers. Yeah, her confidence level was just absolutely brimming really high. She shot 5 for 11. Lucy Olsen, great game, very effective, 9 for 17, and she takes good shots. Lucy takes, I'm probably gonna get a lot of, I might get some slack for this, but Lucy takes some really good shots. Whereas with Caitlin took a lot of risks. Lucy, she knows where she wants to shoot from. Again, she shoots 9 for 17. Her three-point shot leaves a lot to be desired. Again, 1 for 5 from 3-point range. Exactly what she did in the exhibition game against Missouri Western is shoot 1 for 5 from 3-point range. But the thing about Lucy, though, like I said, like she knows exactly where to shoot. She gets to her spot, she shoots and it goes in. Great mid range game, highly effective last night. So I also appreciate the fact that Lucy is really down and determined to play defense. Her final stat line, 7 assists. That's great. 19 points, 4 rebounds. What else? 1 steal, 3 turnovers. Even though, no, 3 turnovers. I'm not gonna nitpick. No, I will say she's doing a better job of handling the rock from the backcourt at this time than Caitlin. But I'm not gonna sit there and say that that makes her like, you know, this awesome player because she takes care of the ball. Obviously, you want a point guard that's gonna take care of the basketball. But in my opinion, it's just one of those things that obviously she does a little better than Caitlin. She doesn't do too much better than Caitlin. That's one of the things. She takes care of the basketball a lot better. Taylor McCabe had 11 points. All 7 of her shots were 3-pointers. She made 3 of them. How many assists did Taylor finish with? Taylor finished with 1 assist. How many? You know what we had? Okay, so we had 6 players in double figures, which leads me to segue into talking about the absolutely, which I predicted would be awesome ball movement. I talked about how it would be mandatory for this Iowa team to make sure the rock moves, and you seen it yesterday. The whip around game was absolutely great. You would see Hannah, you would basically see Hannah pass into Lucy finding Taylor. You would see the unselfishness from a lot of players. Tegan, very unselfish. Taylor Strimlow, you see the ball just whipping around the court and moving. It can't stick. Caitlin Clark is not here to save the day, and this team is best united, playing collectively, where everybody contributes. Thus, what I mean when I say 6 players scored, everybody scored except for Callie Levine. Interestingly enough, I really itched to see more from AJ Ettinger and Jada Jeffrey, but did not really get in playing time. I thought this would have been a game they would have been able to get playing time because the Tech is coming up November 10th, and you're not going to have time to play everybody. I don't feel. I mean, it's kind of strange because it's like, yeah, the freshmen are really talented. Like Taylor Strimlow is really talented. Tegan Mullaney is absolutely talented. Ava Hayden is really talented. But AJ Ettinger, if I'm correct, she's a senior and Jada Jeffries a junior. So I would have thought that their experience would have gave them the edge to get more playing time. But apparently not. Jada got 2 points. She shot 1 for 1. She made an aggressive drive to the basket, and I thought that when Jada scored in the second quarter, I thought she made a really good move, but she just never played. She didn't really see the floor much, and the only time she saw the floor was like 2 minutes left to go in the fourth, and yeah, she just didn't get a chance to really do anything else. AJ Ettinger had a nice play in the fourth quarter. She scored the last bucket of the game. But yeah, stars that shined in this one. Tegan Mullaney continues to shine. 19 minutes, 6 for 10 3-point shooting. Only splashed 1 of her threes, but she got some great looks at it. One block that was really nice. Taylor Strimlow, she just continues. Taylor Strimlow just continues to just absolutely amaze. And it's the way that she's able to contribute to a game without it necessarily coming in the stat line. Like, okay, she plays the most minutes off the bench, 23. Taylor Strimlow scores 2 points, right? Y'all tell me, like, okay, is this stat line impressive? 2 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. You with me? So 2 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Missed both her 3 pointers, 1 for 4. But wait, 2 steals, 3 blocks. Now, you could say, man, that's subpar. That ain't all that. But you know, the 3 blocks, that's special. Y'all know Taylor Strimlow, 5 foot, is she 5'10"? 5'11", probably 5'10". So she 5'10" with 3 blocks. That's incredibly nice. 5 assists, she's dishing the rock. 4 rebounds, she's showing that no matter her stature, she's going to get in there and scrape for rebounds and fight for them. So, hey, I love her heart and hustle too. She plays some tremendous defense, shows some good poise for a freshman in terms of leading the offense. She's very active with her hands. If it's loose balls, if it's rebounds, she's trying to get her hands on them. So, um, again, it's not always about what you do in terms of scoring. It's what else you can do when you're not scoring, and it's what else you can do when you have another role to be defined on a team that may not necessarily be for you to score. Your job might be to come in and play defense, grab rebounds, make the right pass, set players up for assists. Your job might be to play some hellacious defense, get some blocks, play the passing lane. Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know what. Yeah, I mean, for me, I don't know what just happened. I think we lost connection for a second, but yeah, you know, I like the game. I like the tempo. I like the defense. I do think that we need to play better 3-point perimeter defense. We gave up a lot of 3 pointers to this team, but I never felt a fear of like we gonna lose this opening night game last night to NIU. I never felt that. Um, Mondo, you tripping? Why am I in the dark? You want to battle up? Nah, man. You could say I'm in the dark, but this is lighter than yesterday's video when I was discussing the pregame. Yesterday, I was throwback totally, completely in the dark, where you couldn't even see my face at all. But yeah, I guess I could tell y'all like one of the biggest reasons why I'm in the dark is like because like it's so noisy sometimes inside, and it's like you got kids and stuff, and it's like you try to keep the kids off of the you know or teens. You don't want them to like young teens. You don't want them like in your video and all that stuff. So it's like um. Get a little bit more privacy here. So it's like either that or I go downstairs and it's like, well, I just like to kind of chill. Um, do videos or whatever outside, hit up the garage, sit in one of the cars, it just record some content, sometimes it work a little bit better for me in that regard. Until I like, expand it out. But Addison O'Grady had a good game too. She was 5 for 6, only missed one shot, 4 rebounds, 12 points. It's a big battle. The five between Ava Hayden, the freshman, and senior Addison O'Grady. It's a big battle. Like we're going to see who can push each other. See if they can push each other to be their best. O'Grady is a senior. Career probably didn't pan out like you probably would have expected it to, but she had a very scrappy game yesterday. 4 boards, 12 points. Did she get? She had 2 blocks. Shout out to Coach Jan for even giving her a chance. Um, uh, talking about yesterday's game between Iowa and NIU. Um, I felt like what was I know it's some games going on. Ain't UConn playing right now? I know it's some games I definitely want to catch. It's so many games, yo. It is so tough to catch all these games. Like shout out to Quita Love Sports because she watching. She be saying she watched 4 games at once, and me personally, I just don't know. Iowa won 91-73. It was our season opener, and then I said that I put out I put out a community post saying I was going to check out the DePaul Blue Demons team. So it's like, I ain't watched that game yet. So I said I was going to check out that game. I said I was going to go back and watch TCU game because Haley Van Lith had herself a game. I did watch South Carolina versus Michigan, even though, I had to be up there following morning at like 3:30. So I want to watch the games, but I can't look at all of them. I heard Deja Kelly had a great performance for Oregon in that game. Um, I still gotta watch Ole Miss versus USC because I really didn't get to see much of that game. So it's like for me, I have to concentrate on my favorite teams like first because obviously I'm not gonna be able to. I'm just not gonna be able to watch every single game. Um, so I had to watch my Bruins, and then I had to watch my Hawkeyes, and everybody else. I trying to really try to focus on South Carolina because this is a team that's special when they're the defending champions. And Chloe Kitts is instantly one of my favorite players. She remind me of like a young Kevin Garnett. Old man is saying, I'm over my day and my bus of a killed quarterback. You talking about the Patriots? Both need to go for Buckeyes to win some. The Patriots is down bad. Um, they down bad right now. And then when you look at it, I was just looking at the NBA standings. For anybody that watch NBA, the Eastern Conference is absolutely pitiful. I just want to quickly say this: like, look at it. You got Cleveland, right? You got Cleveland like 9-0, which I don't know how they doing that. Well, I kind of do. Everybody's stepping up to help Donovan Mitchell. But then you look at Boston. Boston like 7-3. But then if you look after that, the East is a train wreck. Like Atlanta like 2-5. Magic like they fell off. They like 3-6. They underperforming. The Bulls in purgatory. They like 3-5. It's the East is just horrible. Get a little sidetracked. But oh, you talking about Will Howard, JB's quarterback. Ohio State, y'all they lost. I didn't know you was a Buckeye fan, old man. I think they only lost one game as far as I remember. Um, man, college football, it's starting to really really ramp up because we about to soon head into the home stretch. And Mondo say it's early, bro. The season has just begun. But yeah, I just wanted to drop that little tidbit about the NBA just because it's like I'm not used to the East looking that bad. Then look at before I go back to women's hoop. Milwaukee 1-6, and then the Sixers are 1-6. Oh boy, that ain't good. But yeah, all in all, 6 players in double figures for Iowa. The next game is the real true test to see who we are. Shout out for Mondo and old man coming through. And Mondo, if you still here, man, I think it's the first real test for us, obviously, because we finna play uh Virginia Tech. It's Virginia Tech? Yeah, it's Virginia Tech because I know it ain't Western Virginia at all. But Virginia Tech don't have Georgia anymore. That's who playing. Kentucky playing right now. Georgia Tech don't have Georgia 8 more. So I look at it like, are we really getting tested? And I feel we still want to get tested by playing Virginia Tech because I feel like they're a better quality opponent with a better coach. So we going to see November 10th if Iowa, can keep this thing going and kick this new era off to a 2-0 start. Do I think that young boy from Boise can win a Heisman? Boise State. Y'all know I watch college football, but not religiously. The only college football teams I always follow um, is of course Notre Dame, and then I look in on Iowa's football team. But I don't really follow. And then I look at the SEC. Um, it's good. I like college football, and then Colorado as well. Um, but I don't follow like every team. But I do keep up with it, especially as we find our way getting closer to bowl time. I definitely keep up with it. Um, it was something I wanted to point out about these game stats. Yeah, we got Kentucky playing right now. I think they playing Eastern Kentucky. um, so points in the paint. And this is impactful because our new coach Jan Jensen. We outscored them 18 to 50. I mean 50 to 18. Fast break points 15 to 5. Points off of turnovers, we killed them 27 to 14. They made more 3-pointers than us. So yeah, we gotta kind of shape up that perimeter defense. We shot slightly better field goal percentage. Free throws kind of scarce in this game. NIU took 13. Iowa took 11. And then we out rebounded them very well. 14 rebounds, five. We out rebounded them 14 to 5 offensive rebounds. Total 32 to 24. 7 more assists, 7 more steals, 6 more blocks. So we really just we play harder than these guys, and we moved that ball around and we were crashing the boards. And obviously, I don't look at NIU as being this formidable team, but they're still, after all, a team, so you got to take them serious. But yeah, our first real actual test is coming against West Virginia, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Indiana's women's coach was not happy with her team, even though they won by 20. Um, oh wow, she sounded like Don trying to whip him into shape. What Indiana do? I gotta watch that game too. I like Sydney Parrish on Indiana, and I also like Yarden Garzon from Indiana. And then Mondo, did you see? Did anybody see the thumbnail? Because when you came in, you said what team was I talking about, and I'm just wondering if the thumbnail showed, because it's supposed to be Lucy Olsen on the thumbnail, unless it didn't load. Yeah, pretty good game from Lucy, 19 points. I mean, she's not. She don't have to score like Caitlin Clark. If Lucy Olsen has to score like Caitlin Clark, we in trouble. I mean, yes, Lucy averaged 23 a game, but I kind of feel like we a better team. We got Hannah Stokey, Sydney Floater will be back soon. Kind of feel like she shouldn't have to do all this. Didn't have to. If she's doing that, well, she's not getting help. And Kylie Fairback has just been a godsend for us. I can't stress it enough. I can't say it enough. So major salute to her. But I just wanted to come through, talk about these Hawkeyes. Chances of me doing a video on this game, still a good chance. We are only one day removed from the game, but let's see. We play again. Come on, stupid phone. We play again in 3 days. So Sunday we got a game. Yeah. So outside of that, I know I got another video or another live stream I want to do and then put out. So I'm gonna go ahead and most likely end the video here. Let's see. Northern Iowa is 1-1. They won their first game against Louisiana. Not Louisiana, LSU, but Louisiana. So they 1-1. And the Hawkeyes are 1-0. This shouldn't change anything. This ain't type of win that's gonna get you into the top 25. So it's not that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this one, y'all. Well, thanks for I can't talk. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for tuning in. And I'm gonna check y'all on the next video. All right, peace.